Welcome to Table for One, and it's happy hour again. Asking for help is something that many of us struggle with. We might feel ashamed or embarrassed to admit that we need assistance, or we may worry that we're going to be seen as weak or incapable. But the truth of the matter is, asking for help is actually a sign of strength, not weakness. And there are several reasons why it can be so hard to do. My personal experience with asking for help actually came this past weekend. I have been struggling with my mood since the fall. I experienced some seasonal affective mood changes, which really impact my energy and motivation and ability to expend extra energy to do things like projects around the house, etc. I have a shed that has been the bane of my existence. I literally have been opening the door, throwing crap in there, shutting the door, to the point that I can't get in there and I can't get anything out of there. I'd gotten so overwhelmed with the prospect of having to clean it out that I just chose not to. My neighborhood was having a annual cleanup, and if you could get your items to the side of the street, they would bring a huge dumpster and discard them. Well, that sounded like a wonderful way for me to do some spring cleaning, but who was going to do it? Who was going to open that shed and tackle that mountain of hoarding mess? I thought about it, got overwhelmed again, and thought that I would miss this wonderful opportunity to get rid of this junk because I just wasn't going to be able to do it. So I thought long and hard and I asked myself, do you want to change? Do you want to use your shed? Do you want to clear this crap that is cluttering not only your shed, but your mind and your spirit? And I asked for help to clean my shed. According to an article from Psychology Today by Dr. Erica Garms, there are three main reasons why asking for help is so challenging. First, we may fear rejection or judgment from others. We don't want to be seen as a burden or a failure, and we worry that others will think less of us if we ask for help. Secondly, we might have a strong desire for independence and self reliance, and we don't want to feel like we're having to rely on others for our success or our well being. And we may have a sense of pride and be able to handle things on our own. And third, we may lack trust in others. We may have been let down before in the past, or we have a belief that others can't be relied on. This can make it difficult to ask for help when we need it. So, how do we overcome these barriers to asking for help? Well, one way is to reframe our thinking. Instead of seeing asking for help as a weakness, we can view it as an opportunity for growth and learning. We can recognize that we don't have to do everything alone and that seeking assistance is a sign of courage and resilience. Another way to make asking for help easier is to build relationships based on trust and mutual support. When we have strong connections with others, we're more likely to feel comfortable asking for help when we need it. And when we offer help to others, we create a culture of reciprocity and support that benefits everyone. So I asked my friends for assistance to clean out my shed. In our friend group, I'm definitely a caretaker and a nurturer. I'm the one who identifies ways to help others. I organize and coordinate those efforts and initiatives. So it was a huge ding to my ego to have to be the one to ask for help, to have to admit to myself and others that I didn't have it all together, that the facade that they see when they come over to my home when I entertain was just that, a facade. And underneath the beds, behind the doors, in the cupboards was unorganized chaos. I felt like my slip was hanging and everybody could see it, and I was embarrassed. Fortunately for me, I have a wonderful group of friends who immediately rallied around me, offered their assistance. My gratitude for them is unending. I cooked food, provided drinks, and tons of thank yous and hugs. Let me tell you, my friends got me all the way together. They reorganized my shed, cleaned out my closet, built organizational systems in a very MacGyverish way out of yarn and screws, took all of the trash to the side of the street so that I could take advantage of the neighborhood cleanup. Not once did somebody say, "What in the world? How did you let yourself go?" Not once did anyone judge me or make me feel less than. So, the moral of this story, yes, asking for help can be uncomfortable. It can feel strange. You can feel exposed and vulnerable. A lot of that is related to you and where you are and how you see and perceive yourself. Showing yourself grace, just like you show it to others, means that it's okay to show where you're vulnerable. It's okay to state that you have a need. It's okay to reach out for help. And you'll be surprised how many people want to step into that space and offer you help. So let's raise a glass to the power of asking for help. Cheers. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Table for One. Until next time, remember to take care of yourself and enjoy the little moments in life.